Hi, good morning and welcome. I'm Helen Tite from iCareiMove, and you have joined us today for our falls prevention class, which is called Move More. Move More is a progressive program, so today you will start on simple exercises that we are going to just keep chipping away at over a period of time to help you build strength and help you with your balance, and mostly to really help you with that confidence. Okay, so little health and safety check. Make sure that you've got an environment where you feel safe around you. Also think about anything that could potentially be a trip hazard, but mostly think about a bit of common sense. If it's working for you, brilliant. If you want to do more of something, brilliant. If you need to rest, please rest. This is your workout, not mine, and I'm just the bossy one. Okay, so we're also recording this, and behind the scenes we've got Nikki and Pat who have got eyes on you, so there's no cheating. Okay, so they've just waved to you as well. So hopefully now we're all good. If you've got any questions, we have a chat box on the Zoom class. To start, can I have a thumbs up to tell me everything's okay? Good. A thumbs down to tell me that we're fed up with the rain. Yeah, good. And this is a wibble, this kind of like meh. This is another one. Can't hear you or can't see. Okay, so can't hear you. What? Can't see. Got it. So, and if you want to make up a couple of other hand signals, and I'm sure you will, bunny ears are quite good. Okay, anyway, so here we go. So we're going to start with posture. There's always options to stand, always options to sit. Remember, this is a class for fitness, so we do want to push you so we can progress you. Okay, so we start in sit or stand. Think about lengthening up through the spine. And even if you did this 5 minutes every day, you'd make me and Pat very happy people. And the idea is that I need you away from the back of your chair. So this is strengthening our postural muscles straight away. So this is making us fabulous straight away. Okay, so in alignment, when we think about posture, we think about everything sits under our hips, but we are in falls prevention, so we do like a wider base of support. So we do like you to, it's not so graceful, I understand that, but we do like you to have a wider base because it helps you feel safe. Okay, so once we've got that nice wide base of support, I just want you to think tall and long, tuck your chin, lift your collarbones, shoulders back and down, and we start with a shoulder roll. So the first phase is around mobilizing and boosting your circulation. Okay, so we're going to start with some beautiful little shoulder rolls, and I need to see your shoulders come up to your ears. Nice and gentle, nothing too onerous yet. I'm really friendly, honest. I know I come across a little scary, but honestly, I am very friendly. Okay, let's rest the shoulders. Let's have a look at the heels. So when we talk about heel pumping, this is it, and this is the law. We have to heel pump more often because when we heel pump, it stops us feeling dizzy. Now, you don't have to stay to my pace. So if you are slowing it down, listen to your body, you work to your pace, not mine. Okay, so we're thinking about mobilizing these ankles. I want you to really think now about pushing your toes down and lifting your heels. So put some effort into this, and what will happen is your core muscles will start to fire up, and you'll hear us talking about core quite a lot over the upcoming weeks. Lovely. What if we went into a gentle march and pumped the arms at the same time? Now, we've never ever called this class chair exercise. So in a minute, we're going to go and try and stand, okay? Chair exercise implies we're going to keep you sat, and I'm going to encourage standing every given opportunity. But always remember, you can rest. Okay, so long spine, tight through your center. We're pumping the arms. Lovely. Okay, so we're still in the early weeks of the Move More program. So rest the arms. We are just tapping out the legs. So the heels are coming forward. 1 and 2. Again, work to your pace. We're stretching the knees. We're getting some movement around the ankle. This is starting to boost that circulation around the body, so you know what's coming next. Okay, well done. Bring the heels back, pump the heels. We're going to hip walk to the back of your chair. Rise up and hip walk to the front of your chair. Hip walk to the back of your chair. To the front. And you have to properly lift your bum cheeks. Right, really go for it. So the whole of the body is working to do this. And honestly, this stops us sliding down the chair and trying to pull yourself up, okay? So this movement is vital to really good quality of life living. Quality of life living? You know what I'm saying. We teach you this, you won't slide off your chairs. Okay, you're going to give me one more. Come to the front third of your chair and we're going to pop up and stand, okay? So straight into your standing position, and this is the law. You're pumping your heels. You come behind your chair if you've got enough space. And remember what I said to you, team. Use your common sense. If you feel like a wonky donkey today, rest. It's simple. I've got to take my glasses off. Bear with. Bear with. And they're my invisible glasses, so there's a good chance I'll lose them by the end of the session. Pump the heels. Sit or stand. We pump. Finding the thing that works for us. So it might literally be slow or fast, but all that's doing, so don't look at my bum, don't look at my bum. Right, what it's doing is you're pumping your calf muscles, so they're quite strong muscles, and they're giving you a little squeeze, and they're coming up your body and shunting blood flow back to your heart quickly. So this stops us feeling dizzy. Right, we're not done with our mobility. So feet wide for me, and I just want you to use your chair and have a little rotation. In sit, maybe take your arms across your shoulders and rotate. I need us to think about opening up our chest and having really lovely, long, tall posture. Lovely. I'm just having a quick eyes on and checking you. Yeah, it doesn't have to be very fast at all. And the idea here is just to help us start to think about feeling dizzy or avoid feeling dizzy. I can't see Barbara. Is she on screen too?
She's frozen, I think.
Right, okay. Right, lovely. Okay, so we're not quite done with mobility. We've got to think about the back side of the body. Use your chair for support and do some little tap backs. Lovely. Now as you tap back, little booty squeeze. So tap back, clench your bum. You might feel a stretch through the front of the thighs and the groin as you tap back. In sit, we take the leg behind us. Lovely. That's good. You're looking good. Okay, so let's just go with that. What does a step back look like? So step and turn maybe. Again, this would be the type of thing where you're chatting in a queue and you step back. Yeah? So we try to create scenarios where you would use these movements. This movement is also you in your kitchen, out in your garden. You'd just be pottering, wouldn't you, and reaching from one thing to another. So just think about shifting that weight. And this shifting of weight is really what it's all about. We need you to feel confident moving your lovely bodies, your brilliant bodies that have kept you going for your lifetime, and we're rewarding them with this exercise program. Well done. Okay, let's come back to center. Lovely. So we're thinking tall and long. Everything is strong. Let's march those arms. Think about your pace. It doesn't have to be fast yet, tigers. Okay, from here, we're going to increase this and we're going to work on our heart health, okay? So what I'm looking for is a step together, wide step together. Now I'm using my chair for support. Gives me a bit more confidence as I'm practicing this movement. So it's one step, feet together, one step, feet together. Now this is still early days, right? Do what you need to do at your own pace. You look so good. Lovely. Do you think we could do 2 smaller steps? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So remember what I said. This bit is around our endurance, and I touch my heart every time I say that. I expect you to feel a little bit breathless. So we go to a little bit of fatigue at the beginning of the session. Excuse me, Rob, pump the arms, please. Thank you. Watching you. And Eric, I can see he's going for it. This is good. Lovely. And then come back to center. Good job. Okay. So from there, I want you now just to tap out into the front diagonal. So we're doing little toe taps, placing the foot to the ground. Now, it is the movement around the foot. So change to the other camera, please. Okay, what we're looking for is a toe and a push. Land on the ball of the foot and push. Ball of foot, push. Good. And again, well done. Woo! So the chair's there for your support. There's that common sense bit, right? If you feel unsteady, what do you need to be more steady? When we talk about preventing falls, we need to think about you balancing. It's always about falling from one leg, okay? So this is why we do some of this stuff. And sometimes you kind of go, I don't really get it. But trust me, there is method in the madness. There's science in the madness. And all that science says, if we practice this program on a regular basis, you will get stronger. Okay, so now come back to center. We keep in marching. I still need you going, all right? But what I want you to do is turn 90 degrees away from the chair, so you're around the seat because your knees get in the way for the next bit. So we are lifting the knees. Let's get one knee up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Good. Now I'm looking for height in the movement.
So if you're sitting, sorry, Hels, if you're sitting, brilliant, Rob. Just sit forwards in your chair and lean back, because then it just helps to lift those knees up. Oh. Max, brilliant. You've had a bit of time off. You've got brilliant movement there.
Oh, see that? Okay, so, and this is your stair walking muscles. And I've noticed, we had a lovely chat in class on Friday around our fear of going out because there's no place to wee. So we will come back and we will talk about that in a little while. But going out and about now, because there's more rules and regulations and more signs and things, just got to be conscious of stepping. And this is becoming a bit of a thing. So I need to make sure that you feel confident enough to go out in your place, in your local area where you can know there's somewhere to wee, and then you know that you've got the power to step over things. So I know this is a bit fatiguing, I get that, but this is about us transitioning back into normal, right? Woo! Well done. Okay, so wide base sway. So we're coming out of endurance a little bit. We're going to start nice and wide. The chair is...
Sorry, can I just interrupt? If you are sitting down, make sure you keep your feet moving. Try not to stay still. Thanks.
Okay, we're swaying from one side to the other. The chair, again, is obvious, right? Swaying from a wide base. So it has to be a wide base. I need to know you've got proper wide stance. Okay, and the swaying thing is probably one of my favourite exercises. Like, don't do as I do, all right? Because I keep tripping over things. It's not good. But wide base of support is really important that we're very clear about this wide base here. And this is definitely one of my favourite exercises. I apply this in so many of our different programs at iCareiMove. If you want to and you feel safe holding onto the chair, you might want to almost come onto one leg. But imagine you're like batting a balloon, because this makes the balance harder. And this would be us in the kitchen, right? Where you kind of reach for something. So it is an important move for us. Well done.
If you're sitting here, make sure your feet are nice and wide as well. So it's not just for those standing, definitely in sitting.
Okay, come back to centre. And I want you to pump your heels. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to take a few steps forward and a few steps backwards, okay? So this is a time where you might want to adjust your screens and maybe move to a wall so we can see you. But what I'm looking for are just a couple of steps forward. I think we're on the other camera. That one. There you go. A couple of steps forward. Am I on the right one? Yeah. And a couple of steps backwards. Now watch, I'm walking on a beam. Maybe it is the other camera, Owen, where the foot camera might be better. So I'm just taking my time to take a handful of steps forward and then a handful of steps backwards. Let's not be prescriptive about this. This is just feeling comfortable, okay? Stepping backwards is really important as part of our programming. And imagine you're on a beam. If you're not, so if you find heel toe too intense, we can stagger the stance, so you're just a little bit more aligned, you feel a bit safer. Again, if you've got your frame or you're using a chair in front of you, slow it down. Take your time with this. Take your time. So this is me at 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm up for a wee, because my cats do my head in. And my cats, as soon as they hear a human around, they start going, "It's breakfast!" And it's not even sunrise. "It's breakfast! Feed us!" So this is how I walk to the toilet, just in case those poxy cats wake us up. Heel toe, as best you can. This is really good for your fine china as well, your hoo-ha, especially if there's a bit of a thigh squeeze in the movement, because we're creating tension there, a bit of tension and tightening into the pelvic floor. Well done. I love you lot. You've got really sweet faces. How you doing, Eric? Good, 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 good. Come back to centre. Oh, you lot are just pretty awesome. Okay, so I like to keep the steps in. So from my point of view, you don't have to do stepping right the way through the class, but I like it. And I tell you why, because we're less active than we were before the pandemic. So I need to make sure we're getting these steps in, and you're going to feel really tired later, but it'll be rewardingly tired. So you'll have done your exercise and you'll have a really good nap this afternoon. Okay, so having said I'm trying to crack the steps in, we're going into a flamingo swing. So if we just change camera angles again so you can see me, imagine the outside leg and the inside leg, outside leg and inside leg. So outside leg and then the chair, you've got like a middle bit, right? That is the one that we are going to pedal or scrape. So use the chair for support. Again, I'm not looking for finesse now. I just want you to familiarise yourself with the movement. So in sit, it is fairly similar movement, but I'm really encouraging stand. But it's about wiping something off your shoe. And yes, they are Wonder Woman trainers, just if you were interested.
Helen, can I just say that there's a couple of comments on the chat saying that you look quite dark on the screen. Is there any way that we could raise the brightness on that?
Do I look dark?
I think the background is quite dark. Is there any way we could add a bit of light to it?
Owen? It's a well-lit studio, which tells me it might be the brightness on their gadgets. Let's see what we can do. Oh, the lights are on, aren't they? I can tell you the temperature in here tells me that the lights are on. Okay, so we're on the other leg, right? I'm not knackering you out, am I? Right, we are on the other leg, right? Okay, and you've got more support. Yeah, just carry on chatting. It's important that you feel supported. I need to know that you feel stable. I would like to have a little chat with you, Sal, off screen. I remember your time out, that hot oil sensation. Can I just have a thumbs up? Do you still experience that? Yeah, right, okay. So again, it's really been intuitive to your body and listening to the signs. So if there are things that you go, ooh, we'll talk. Always talk to us if there's some. Yeah, go on. You all right? Okay, we're heel pumping for a second. To the back of the chair. Waiting in anticipation for me, I know that. Like, what's she up to now? Well, let's have a look, shall we? Okay, so feet, I'm going to say just slightly wider than hip width. We're not in a wide base of support, but just slightly. So, and ladies, can I be clear about this? If I say stand hip width, most of us ladies go like that, boom. Our hips don't go there. So our hips are quite narrow. Okay. I'm sorry, my phone's ringing. Professional.
Stand up nice and straight while you're waiting. So stand up really tall, lift through your chest.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so from here, we need to bend the knees. We need to push out the tush. So we need to push out the tush and then come back up. Okay, push out the tush. Now this is what I see frequently. I see some kind of knee collapsing forward. That's going to hurt your knees. I need you to really push out your tush. Now it's going to take me a while to train you up well to do this, but to start, we push the tush. I gaze forward or I gaze slightly upwards. So you've got your eyes on me and you're looking upwards as you're sticking your bottom out. So let me tell you, it will make you feel breathless. We know that. If you are in sit, I want you to come to the front third of your chair and just think about that little bottom clench as you're semi-rising from your chair, okay? Lovely. I can see some of you doing that really well. Okay, so we're lowering and lifting. So here's another thing. You know when I talk about bottom clenching, so squeeze your bum as if you're trying to hold on to wind. Clench your bum on the up phase. So let's take my t-shirt off. On the up phase of the movement, so we go down and clench at the top. So bottom down, stick out your tush, clench. So your glutes, your bum muscles are big old muscles, okay? And they just get a little weaker. So bottom clenching, as much as it feels hilarious, is a really good thing for us. So a nice little tush squeeze. Tush squeeze. Lovely. And also what you'll recognise is, it distracts or takes away from the knee area. So as you come up to the top, by clenching your bum cheeks, you're taking the stress off the kneecap. So your thighs aren't doing all the work. So it's a good thing. How you doing, Sylvia? I need to know you're all right. Just a thumbs up. Good. There you go. Lovely. Okay, and just shake off your legs for a moment because you're a bit lush. You are a bit lush.
Cliff,
Okay.
lovely posture, Cliff. We've got to keep an eye on his posture. Beautiful.
Okay, so from here, we're still marching. Okay. What I'd like us to do is to think about some steps forward, big giant steps forward. Okay, and it looks like this. So it's a big step with a knee bend and then push back. Step with a knee bend. So the back knee bends and push back. Lovely. So we step and push. Good, 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 good.
So you can go and stand side onto your chair if you want to, if you need that support. You've got options, or your sideboard, or whatever you need. You all right, Jim? Yeah, good.
Are we all right, lovelies?
Yeah, it's the same in seated as well. So just make sure you're at the front of your chair and you can take that step and lean forwards. You're looking great there.
Okay, last time. Okay, and there's somebody in the waiting room. Okay, so just relax, relax, relax. We come into a pump. Can I just have a little thumbs up we're okay? Yeah? Okay, so you keep marching. March to your water bottle and have a sip, and I'm going to demonstrate what we're going to do next, okay? So have a little drink. Keep marching, keep moving so we can get those steps in. And then I'm going to move to the wall and I'm going to do some strength work with you. And it's some of my favourite stuff. Oh, and there's somebody in the waiting room as well. Okay, so you watch. Let me demo. See my hands? See my shoulders. Okay, see my feet? I'm lowering the face to the wall and pushing back. Lowering the face and pushing back. Now, do this against a door or a wall, somewhere where you feel safe. So we're lowering and pushing back. That's all. And I know some of you are modifying from your chairs, which is really important. Lovely. Just so you know, you are amazing. Give me 2 or 3 more. Keep going. I never said stop. Well done. Oh, I love that, Sylvia. Well done. And release, relax. Okay. You stay there by your wall. Stay by your wall. Firstly, I'm going to tell you something. Sylvia, one of our lovely clients, just did this. She landed, pushed, and landed. That is probably one of my favourite exercises in terms of keeping your wrist strong. So sometimes when we're a little bit wobbly, we tend to flick out our arms, and that's where we bump our wrists and cause all sorts of injuries. So that pushing and landing is brilliant. Well done. Lovely. Okay, so this time I'm going to set you up, so stay with me, all right? The first thing we're going to do is come close to the wall and stand tall, feet close to the wall. Then we're going to lean on the wall with our shoulder. Lovely, good. Then the outside arm comes forward, and then the feet just walk away from the wall a little bit because we're going to push and lower. That's it, you got it. So we're working on our bingo wings. So we're pushing. So it's a tricep dip. So Rob's there with his daughter-in-law adapting. So tricep dip is the movement. We're working bingo wings.
If you're sitting, take your hands together and push. Again, push the heels of your hands together. So you're getting some, that's it, Rob, lovely. So you're getting some work, you're getting some pressure through the heels of the hands. That's if you're sitting. So there's options right the way through. Well done, Brenda. Thank you. Doing really well.
So we're going to either turn 180 degrees or we're going to move to another wall, which is what I did, or turn 180 degrees. We're going to repeat the same thing, okay? So firstly, we stand tall, come close to the wall, and then we're just going to take your outside hand, pop it against the wall, and then walk your feet away. That's it. And then we're going to push. Push. This movement is you getting out of bed in the morning. When you're lying in bed, like I do, then you push out of your top arm. So that's what we're doing, but we're just doing it in different position, different angle. Okay? And why are we doing this? Because it's a bonkers move, because this is getting you off the floor. All right, so keep going, lovely. Good moves, good moves. You right there, Violet, darling?
I'm doing actually on my shoulders.
Okay, relax. Okay, release, relax. We have one more move against the wall, fairly similar. Now you're going to be tired now, so what I'm going to get you to do is take your hands like this, closer, elbows in, by the wall, a little lower, and we're going to push. So the hands are a little narrower. So we're actually working slightly different muscles. I need to know that your elbows are pointing towards the ground. Lovely. And your index fingers are pointing skyward. Lovely. Well done.
I'm all right.
You're looking good. I'm not going to lie. Push, push, push. Good. 4. Well done. And relax. You look great. Really strong. Lovely, lovely to see. So from here, please, what I'm going to do is bring you round your chair, and you're going to sit with a glass of water or whatever, and then I'm going to just talk you through a few things, okay? So we all have expectations of a fitness class. You all worry about us being in Lycra and scaring you. But everything we do is designed to try and give you courage, make you feel good about it. So today we've had a go at little lunges. We've done little press ups on the wall. All of that takes us to this. And that's a movement you would do at home, right? So it's just a step and touch your chair. That's all we're working towards. So today, all those movements you've done, down the line, you'll be able to do that with strength, and it's building that upper body strength for you so you feel safe, and that's what we're looking for. Now, next week we start using bands. So they have been sent out to some of you. If you haven't got one of these things, we're not using it this week, but make sure that you've sent in your invites to get one, your request to get one, so we can get these out to you. So these are your TheraBands. Okay, we're back in our chair. We will be using these bands, but I just want us this week to familiarise ourselves with some of the movements, okay? So the first one is shoulders back and down, good posture, you're in your chair. I want us just to have a little play with the movement. So we're going to start with a thing called dumb waiter. Your palms are up, your elbows are 90 degrees, and they're fixed at your rib cage. Your neck is long. You're going to open your arms and close them. And the idea is that you keep your elbows and the inside of your arm as close to your rib cage as possible, okay? So that's the first bit, and this is about knowing the movement. Muscles, even though muscles have memories, even though we tend to forget everything. I'm terrible. Pick up things and go, what's that called? And my kids will go, it's a blackberry, Mum. Like, oh yeah, right.
You yourself. Speak for yourself.
So I'm thinking if I can't remember things, it'd be important to teach you guys stuff. The good thing is we're teaching you all movements that we're teaching you. Your muscles have memory. We're prepping your body. So even if we forget it, the good news is your muscles won't. So that's why we do this, okay? So that's dumb waiter. Roll the shoulders and then relax, okay? Then from here, we're going to change our hands. So our thumb is pointing towards the ceiling and we're just going to squash your forearm up to your shoulder. So it's a bicep curl. I'm just getting you to pull up to your shoulder and down again. And I want you to fully stretch so you experience tension in your back of your arm and then tension in the front of your arm. So you're lovely and tall and you're just working through this range of movement. It's all about just feeling how your body responds to movement. So your thumb is coming up every time going, yay. Lovely, well done. Nice and tall, long through your spine, well done. And let's switch sides. So relax your hand and let's come to the other side. So straight arm, thumbs up all the way to your shoulders and back down again. He's like, simple stuff, but trust me, it's all good. Lovely.
Jim, if you can focus on your left arm and try and lift your thumb on your left arm as well. Perfect. That's lovely. That's it. Do that one again on your left arm.
Well done. And then come back to center. Well done. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do a little shoulder combination. Okay, I do this in again, all my classes. Arms come up. Lovely. Okay, we circle. 8, 7, 6, 5. I do this all with a smile on my face. Oh, we're not done. Switch direction. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Palms forward. Press, 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 press. 4, 3. Maggie's laughing. Thumbs down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the shoulder blades. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Okay. Oh, how do we feel? Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Good, good, good. Oh, nice little shimmy there, Anita. Lovely. Okay. I'm not done. I'm going to do that again. Here we go. Up. Circle. 8, 7, 6, 5. You'll thank me, just not today. Switch direction. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5.
Violet, take your arms down a little bit if it's too much. Just drop your arms a little bit lower.
Forward, thumbs up, press, press. You got it, Margaret. Lovely. Palms down, thumbs down, squeeze the shoulder blades. So each of those movements are slightly different muscles in your shoulders, okay? And then release. Okay, this time you give yourself a hug. Well done. How do we feel? We okay? Not too tired? Switch sides, thumbs up. Good, good. She feels okay. Lovely. Whew. Right, okay, roll those shoulders. So remember what I just said to you about muscles and memories. What we're going to do, we're just going to switch to the lower limb. We're going to lift the leg, press it away, lift the leg and lower. And today we're going to alternate. So let me demonstrate that again. So we're going to lift, press away with the heel, lift and lower. Okay, so use your chair. If you have to sit back in your chair, that's fine. Lift, press, lift and lower. Good. Lift, press, lift, lower. Good, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Who's tapping, Pat, please? Lift and stretch. Lift and lower, lift, stretch, lift and lower. Okay, well done. Give yourself a moment. Did you like that? Okay. So, and then the final movement before we come into relax right now, we are going to take our, walk forward, front third of your chair. We're going to take the feet so they're slightly parted. Okay, and we're going to open and close. I just turn on my side for my own dignity. Okay, the idea is opening and closing. So sit nice and tall, open and close. Now, what you can do on the close is squeeze your hand between your knees. So give yourself a big thigh squeeze, and you might feel that deeper into the groin. So you open wide and then you close, squeeze. Some of you may feel that in your back too. So this one's important. This is working on the inner and the outer thighs. And over the progressive weeks ahead, we'll start to use equipment to help really build strength around the hip and pelvis. But it's quite a nice little one. And squeezing your hand between your knees is a brilliant one to help us work on our pelvic floors. What's up, Pat?
Can I just ask, I had a thought, is it worth I'm just thinking about homework, because you have to do some homework, okay? It's not just once a week. I'm just wondering, is it worth just demonstrating a bunny hop or something so they've got something to work on? I did send PDF, I will send PDF out, although that was a mistake, never mind. For them to do something at home in between.
Okay. So let's have a look at the bunny hop. So it's in our house. What happens is somebody knocks the door and it's who's going to actually answer the door. Do you get that in your house? Everybody's like, not me. So I want you to think about the bunny hop, and it is like, I'm going to answer the door and then I'm going to change my mind. No. So a bunny hop is wide feet away from the back of your chair. It's almost you're coming away from your seat, a little clench of your bottom, and then settle back into your chair. So, and always with the bunny hops, I want you to think, I gaze forward, so we're not looking down. I gaze forward because you're lifting. The intent is to rise from your chair, but you've changed your mind because they've knocked the door and then somebody's gone, I'll get it. So you, all right, I'll sit down again. That is what I want you to think about. So this is the bunny hop, and we've got a PDF, haven't we, Pat?
We do. We'll send it out for you.
So there will be an instruction leaflet that will go out this afternoon to show you how to do this. So we need to make sure that you are doing your homework, because what this totals up to is about 50 hours. So you need to do a couple of minutes a day of your own exercises, and what will happen is you'll just get stronger and stronger and more ferocious and wonderful and awesome. Okay, well done. Give yourself a rest. Lovely. Okay, so let's think about some stretches for a moment. I want you to take your hands forward, and I want you to take them round to the side of your chair. Hold on to the back or side of the chair or onto your bottom, and I want you to lift the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades, okay? Lovely, and release. Good job. This time I want you to take your left hand, take it forward and wiggle jiggle your fingers. Pop your fingers onto your shoulders, send your elbow towards the ceiling. Now if you want to, this might be you might want to push it up, give yourself a nudge. You might want to pull it up. You might want to really go for it. It really is personal and it is up to you. Well done, and release. Nice one. Other side. Wiggle jiggle fingers, let them touch the same side on the shoulder. Walk your fingers down your back. Again, go for a push or a pull. Find the thing that works for you. And this is actually one of our assessments with you. We need to make sure you can do this well. Lovely. And release down. Good job. Okay, now what we're going to do is take your hand, your other hand, so go for the left. See if you can get it around your back. Now to your bottom, up your back maybe, or maybe between your shoulder blades. So find the thing that works for you. I say that all the time, but it's important to work to support you. Okay, release your arms slowly.
If you can only get to the tip, then that's fine. Just do what you can. Everybody's so different.
Okay. and then release slowly. Okay, now let's have a look at a stretch behind the knee. We're going to take your heel forward, and you're going today, so you've got a nice wide base again. Today you're going to slide down towards your shin if you can. So thigh, knee, shin, reach. Feel safe. Toe to ceiling. Betty, you're lovely. You've got a really nice smile. Well done. And then release, switch sides. Okay, here we go. So sliding the hand towards the knee and shin. So, and knowing which bit feels comfortable. So it's nice to have that stretch, but feel safe, feel comfortable, enjoy it. You'll get assessed on this next week.
And some of you might only get to your knee, and that's fine as well. And it's not a competition, it's just so that we know where you're starting from. So
well done.
And
then release.
The lovely bits coming up next. You've got Tai Chi. Have we got Tai Chi
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I hadn't forgotten, it's Tai Chi ends it, doesn't it? Stretch, then Tai Chi, and then relax. Okay, so we started working on this in the first session. I want you to take one leg forward, one leg backwards. Okay, so you're in a staggered seated position. So one leg forward, one leg backwards. So it's almost like you're working in front corner and back corner, okay? So you lean to your front corner where the leg out, and then you come back to the back corner. So you're going to cross from one diagonal to the other, okay? Let's start there. So we're rocking side to side. Okay, and now we're going to add in arms. So you're rowing. So I want you just to cup your hands and take your time with this and follow this with breath. So enjoy this. It's a calm, calm water that we're rowing on. Lovely. Shifting your weight from one side to the other. So this is our lovely Tai Chi movements.
If you can go to one side, that's it, lovely.
Okay, and then we settle and we switch sides. So tuck the leg in and back, other leg comes out, and again we'll start moving from corner to corner. So front corner and back corner. It's really like, it's lovely. It's such a nice movement and soft breath. So when we started this, we rode over and back, but we're going to reverse, all right? So we're going to go back and up. Yeah, lovely. And it's like keeping your hands together and slightly cupped. Beautiful. You look so good. Last time. And then we rest our hands. Good, well done. Okay, so sat in the back of your chair again, but you have long spine, you're feeling supported and you are strong. We bring up one hand. So if you just watch me for a moment. So essentially we're just following our hands. Take your time with this. God, I don't know about you, this makes me feel really like, oh, I could have a little nap. But instead I've got to drive to Exeter. Well done. Now we do this. We scoop up, press the hands away, settle the hands down. Let's do that again. Scoop up, breath in. Exhale and release. Good job. Breath in. Exhale and release. Breath in and release. Settle your hands onto your thighs. Good, good, good. Now if you can, turn your palms upwards. And I want you now to relax into the back of your chair, because this is part of our stress management and it's important that we help you with relaxation. So when we teach this to you, our intention is that you feel relaxed and switched off. Okay? So let's start with those relaxed hands with your eyes closed and start with some breath.
Can we just pop Violet on mute, please, if that's okay?
We can do it from our end, Violet, don't worry. So breathing in and breathing out. So the breath in is through the nostrils if you can, and out through the back of the throat, which sounds like a growl or a snore. Your tongue is relaxed on the roof of your mouth. Your teeth may still be connected, but your lips are separated. Or the other way around. It might be that your teeth are separated and your lips are connected. The point is, I need that breath to come. It's kind of like a really deep breath. But now the breath is going down into the belly, and this is the sciencey bit, okay? I need you to expand your belly and let the breath come down there. Like, try and let this bit go. And it's really hard when we've just taught you fitness and tension and stability and balance, and now I'm saying to you, let it all hang out. And the idea and the science is, when you breathe deep like this into the back of your lungs, nice and low, you trigger your rest and digest system. So this is really good, softer hormones that reduce the stress in your body. Okay, and now what we're going to do is just work through a little process of relaxation. And it starts with red. Just I want you to think about some colours for me today. I want you to think about the colour red. Okay, so there's a big flower and it's a big red bloom and it starts in your low back. And I want you to open this big red bloom and water it and nourish it. Visualise this big red bloom that's at the low back. And in the centre of this bloom, there's a little silver thread. And it leaves through the centre of the flower and moves upwards a little to maybe your hip. And it's orange and it's a bud, and you're going to try and visualise a bud opening up in your body. Bright orange. And all the petals have unfurled, and from the centre of the flower is a silver thread that moves upwards towards your belly. And here we've got this yellow flower, and this is a cheeky little lovely yellow bloom. Just resonates happiness, and it grows, and it's massive. It's a huge yellow flower in the middle of your back around your belly. In the centre of it, the silver thread comes up towards your heart area, where there's this green flower and green leaves, all tight and compressed. And we need to work on opening that flower and make it large and beautiful and shiny, and oh, it's just filled with gorgeousness and lots of love and happiness. And then the silver thread from the centre of it moves up into the bottom of your chin, the middle of your neck. And this is beautiful, it's like a cornflower blue here in the centre of your throat. And you're going to watch that slowly open and expand. So it's just tickling your neck and your chin with its petals. And from the centre, the silver thread moves up to the centre of your forehead, where it's purple, like a lilac-y purple, beautiful leaves, beautiful petals that have opened up and settled on your head. And from the top of that silver thread goes another thread to the crown of your head, with a bud that is like a deep purpley blue. Watch that open, and just from the center of it, it's almost like a glitter cannon goes off. So from the center of that beautiful flower at the top of your head is light and color and vibrancy, and it cascades down your body, covers you in silver and glitter, and oh, it's all lovely. And don't worry, we're going to tidy up afterwards. So you're encased now. You've got this beautiful, just lovely blooms on your back and your shoulders and on your head, and you're covered in all this colour, and it's protection and light and vibrancy and strength and confidence. Can't keep it open forever, so this is our little secret weapon, so we're going to close all that down again. So you've now got your silver coat, you've got that on, and that's yours. That protects you. Let's close down these buds. So let's start with this dark one on your head, this purpley blue, and make it into a bud. Once you've made it small enough, there's a silver thread that trickles down towards the center of the forehead, where you've got that lilac-y purple. And that flower slowly closes down into a tight bud, and it drops down the silver thread into the throat, saying goodbye to that blue. Close it down, make a bud, and let the silver thread drop down towards the green one at your heart area. So it's big, and we're slowly pulling the petals in and creating tightness, and pack that away. You're not closing off your heart area. All you're doing is just making sure your own levels are topped up and banked. The silver thread drops down to your center where that big yellow one is, that massive yellow bloom is. It all starts to go small into a small bud. And the silver thread drops down again into that orange bloom that's just above your hip. And that's easy. That one likes tiredness, and it's like, I'm going to go sleep now, have a little nap. And then from the center of that orange one, the final one, big red bloom, beautiful one, really strong and strengthening. But that now closes down into a little bud. And it's all packed away, all banked, goodness, love, happiness, joy, all cherished there inside you. And you breathe. And you lengthen your arms, creating some movement to your fingers and your toes. And you stretch out your arms. Okay, bring your hands together and draw yourselves, like bring your fingers together, and we draw a little circle. Reach out your arms. Okay, now you hold hands. We're all in a big circle. Well done. All connected. And then bring your hands together. Well done. Well done. So thank you on social for saying hello to us and joining in on the class. I'm Helen Tite. If you need to talk to me, please email the office at info@iCareiMove.com. You can call us on 0800 0541 118, and always happy to chat. And now what we're going to do is go across to our Zoom